The legendary Danish-American Jakob A. Riis was one of the most groundbreaking journalists of the 19th century and the creator of modern documentary photography. President Theodore Roosevelt called Riis an ideal American. At the age of 15, he fell deeply in love with 12-year-old Elizabeth. But Elizabeth, an upper-class girl, gave him little thought, and in the end, when Riis, almost beside himself with love, proposed to her, not surprisingly, the answer was no. Miserable, despondent, and desperate, in 1870, Riis emigrated to New York. As fate would have it, Riis possesses a brilliant talent for writing. And during the 1880s, after becoming a well-respected police reporter for the New York Tribune, he discovers that by reporting from the slums, he can garner attention to the miserable conditions that hundreds of thousands of immigrants were living under in New York. After reading of the discovery of lightning light powder, forerunner of the photographic flash gun, Riis literally gets a bright idea. He will photograph the most wretched areas of the city, the darkest tenement apartments and their residents. In this way, he brings the dark realities of the slums to the attention of middle and upper-class Americans to show how urgently reforms are needed. And so how did the love story end? Well, the dream of Elizabeth back home in Denmark was Jakob Riis's driving force throughout those first 5 years of poverty and hard work in the U.S. But in 1874 came the news that Elizabeth was now engaged, and it dealt him a terrible blow. However, Elizabeth's fiancé died right before the wedding, and so hope was rekindled once more. Throwing caution to the wind, Riis took the biggest gamble of his life and journeyed back to Denmark to propose to his beloved Elizabeth. And against all odds, she said yes. They were immediately married, and she accompanied him back to the United States, where they made a life and a family, eventually managing to celebrate their silver wedding anniversary together.